B2B list building, AI tools to streamline lead generation in 2025. Why B2B list building feels harder in 2025. B2B list building used to mean buying a database export, importing it into your CRM, and hoping your SDRs could brute force their way into meetings. In 2025, that approach breaks down fast because the market moves faster than static data can keep up. If your outbound engine still starts with a one-and-done list, you're not just behind, you're actively burning pipeline capacity. The core issue is decay. B2B contact data can decay by up to 70.3% annually, and email addresses can decay around 3.6% per month, which is why last year's perfect list often turns into this year's bounce and wrong number problem. Poor data quality also forces reps to waste about 27.3% of their time chasing bad leads, time that should be spent calling, emailing, and running deals forward. At the same time, AI has become the operating system for modern prospecting, not an experiment. Teams that embed AI into sales processes report 15 to 30% higher ROI and 25 to 50% faster deal cycles. And AI adoption is now mainstream. About 56% of sales professionals use AI daily. The opportunity in 2025 is simple. Use AI to keep lists continuously accurate, relevant, and prioritized, so humans can focus on conversations. Treat data quality like pipeline infrastructure. In 2025, your list isn't a CSV, it's infrastructure. The winning teams build an always-on layer that sources, verifies, enriches, and refreshes records before they ever reach an SDR queue. That mindset shift matters because list quality directly controls connect rates, reply rates, and ultimately revenue per rep. This is also why quality-first providers and verified phone data matter so much for B2B cold calling. Cognizant, for example, positions its phone-verified diamond data to help teams connect with about 87% of prospects on their lists, an outcome metric that's far more useful than bragging about list size. When you're running a cold calling team, in-house or through cold calling services, fewer wrong numbers means more real conversations per hour. Infrastructure also means governance. Define refresh rules, retirement rules, and compliance rules by region. If you're scaling outreach across geographies, you need workflows that respect GDPR, CCPA expectations, suppress contacts after opt-outs, and prevent risky data from entering sequences. Done right, these guardrails protect deliverability and keep SDR morale high because they're not fighting messy data all day. Use a data waterfall instead of betting on one provider. No single database has perfect coverage, especially if you sell across multiple regions, verticals, or job functions. The practical solution is a waterfall. Attempt enrichment with a primary provider first, then fall back to one or two secondary sources, and only then use targeted AI-based web research for edge cases. This approach improves match rates without blindly expanding cost or letting low-confidence records flood your CRM. Start with a foundation provider that fits your market and workflow. Apollo.io, for example, advertises a database of over 210 million-plus verified contacts across 35 million companies, and it's often used as an all-in-one starting point for list-building services and outbound sequencing. From there, you can layer specialty data, like phone-verified numbers, when your motion depends on B2B cold calling services. The key is orchestration and control. When you connect your sources through an enrichment layer, for many teams, that's where tools like Clay come in, you can standardize fields, log provenance, and prevent AI tool sprawl, where data lives in silos. Operationally, we recommend making integration non-negotiable. Your enrichment layer should sync back to your CRM and your sequencer so reporting is automatic and attribution stays intact. Score and route leads using signals, not just firmographics. Firmographics are table stakes. Industry, headcount, title, and geography tell you if a company could be a fit. In 2025, the advantage comes from layering buying signals, technographics, hiring patterns, funding events, website engagement, and content consumption. Then letting AI translate those signals into a routing decision. The goal isn't more leads, it's fewer, better leads that your team can pursue with urgency. This is where AI moves list building into true lead generation. In surveys, 71% of sales professionals say AI helps them identify and prioritize leads better. And teams using AI for prospecting and qualification report about a 32% higher conversion rate from lead to opportunity. When that scoring is paired with disciplined follow-up, it's one of the clearest reasons AI-enabled teams see 15 to 30% higher ROI and faster cycles. One important guardrail: don't let AI push contacts directly into active sequences with no oversight. We've seen this create off-ICP outreach, clutter SDR queues, and risk deliverability when low-confidence emails sneak in. A better pattern is guarded automation. AI proposes segments and scores, then sales ops or a senior SDR spot checks early batches before you scale volume. In 2025, list building isn't about collecting more records. It's about continuously proving which prospects are real, reachable, and ready. Make AI a co-pilot for SDRs, not an autopilot. AI is best at research, summarization, and pattern recognition. Humans are best at judgment, tone, and real-time objection handling. The healthiest model is to have AI hand each rep a prioritized set of accounts with verified contact details, relevant triggers, and draft talking points. Then hold SDRs accountable for thoughtful outreach. This is how you get speed without sacrificing quality. Day to day, the payoff shows up as reclaimed selling time. When poor data burns 27.3% of a rep's schedule, even small wins in automation are meaningful. And benchmarks suggest AI can reclaim 1 to 5 hours per rep per week by handling prospect research and routine data entry. That time tends to convert directly into more dials, more personalized emails, and better follow-up discipline. This is also where execution matters across channels. Whether you run in-house or partner with a cold email agency, an outbound sales agency, or a cold calling agency, the objective is the same. Put humans in front of the right prospects with the right context. AI should fuel cleaner targeting and smarter messaging, but your SDRs or outsourced sales team still need to run crisp, multi-touch sequences and adapt based on responses. Avoid the mistakes that quietly destroy outbound performance. The first common failure is buying a giant B2B database and calling it list building. Even strong providers can't prevent job changes, role shifts, and inbox churn unless you continuously verify and refresh records. The fix is an ongoing program, a core data source, an enrichment waterfall, verification rules, and clear logic for when contacts are refreshed, retired, or resourced. The second failure is optimizing for volume instead of relevance. It's easy to celebrate 50,000 new contacts while reply rates and meetings stay flat. The better scoreboard is meetings per 1,000 contacts and opportunities per 100 connects. When implemented well, AI-driven workflows can increase output by 6 to 8x, moving reps from roughly 20 to 30 to 150 to 200 leads per week, while cutting costs per lead from $50 to $100 down to about 10 to 20. Benchmarks that only hold when list quality is managed tightly. The third failure is ignoring compliance and regional nuance when scaling. If you're doing cold calling USA-focused campaigns, you still need consent-aware handling of mobile numbers, suppression lists, and opt-out logic. If you're expanding into regulated regions, you need stricter rules on sourcing and outreach. AI can help you enforce these policies automatically, but only if you design the workflow with compliance in mind from day one. Close the loop with reporting, outcomes, and continuous learning. Your AI stack is only as useful as your measurement system. In the CRM, we recommend tracking fields like data source, enrichment path, and AI score brand so you can break down connect rates, reply rates, meetings set, and opportunities created by source and workflow. This is how you stop guessing which vendor or model feels better and start investing in what actually creates pipeline. Then, build the feedback loop that makes the system smarter over time. Feed SDR outcomes back into your scoring and enrichment logic every month. Positive replies, meetings booked, disqualified reasons, and common objections by segment. Over time, your model learns what good looks like for your ICP, and the practical result is better qualification accuracy. Benchmarks cite accuracy rising to 80 to 90% when AI is paired with the right workflows and human checks. If this sounds heavy to run internally, that's where sales outsourcing can be a strategic lever. Many teams partner with an SDR agency or sales development agency to accelerate the build, especially when pipeline deadlines are tight and hiring takes time. As a B2B sales agency, we've seen the best results when the partner isn't just providing reps, but also owning the data engine, the enrichment workflow, and the reporting discipline end to end. A practical rollout plan for 2025 list building. Start by refreshing your ICP and disqualification criteria before you touch any tools. Align sales, marketing, and customer success on the industries, company sizes, geographies, tech stacks, and titles you want, and explicitly document what you don't want so your enrichment and scoring logic can filter junk automatically. This one step prevents most downstream list bloat and keeps reps focused on accounts that can actually convert. Next, stand up a simple waterfall and prove it in a pilot. Pick one primary data provider, add an AI enrichment layer, and implement basic lead scoring with transparent rules. Then, pilot AI research and personalization with a small pod before rolling it out broadly. If you're comparing internal build versus outsourced sales, include the fully loaded cost of hiring, ramp time, and tooling in your model, not just the software line items. Finally, operationalize it like a growth system. Weekly list QA, monthly source performance reviews, and continuous updates based on outcomes. Whether you pursue pay-per-appointment lead generation, build internally, or work with cold calling companies and a cold call services provider, the objective is the same: clean data, smart prioritization, and consistent execution. At SalesHive, we focus on combining AI-driven B2B list-building services with real SDR execution, so teams spend less time wrestling spreadsheets and more time creating pipeline.